So let's talk about the four different types of men who visit Southeast Asia. They're completely different. The first two, polar opposites. Okay. Number one, pay to play. These are the guys that come over to usually Thailand. They'll also visit Vietnam or the Philippines, and they're just going to drink, pay girls to hang out with them at the bar for a few hours, pay the bar fee, take the girl home, pay her, sleep with her. Boom. End of it. I used to look down on those guys a bit like, why would they do that? I tend not to try and judge people too much, but I always thought, why would you do that when there's all these beautiful women there? Now that I've had my heart stomped on enough, I understand these guys just don't want to deal with that pain of the heart, the heartbreak. They don't want to deal with the financial problems. $50, $80 for an all-nighter with a sexy, beautiful girl. They've got some kind of weird, fake relationship for 4 hours or 2 hours of talking, whatever it may be. Up to them. I don't really understand it, but I totally understand why guys would like that. I know a lot of professional athletes do this, politicians, some really rich people do this so they don't have to deal with paternity suits or charges of rape or anything like that when you deal with a prostitute. That just doesn't fly. So those guys, unfortunately, some of them, they still have their heart a little bit open, and they'll try and they'll fall for these bar girls. 95, 96% of the time, this is a disaster. Once a girl sells her body, that is part of her soul that is gone. Her sexuality is gone. That's something precious to a woman. She's burned that. Okay, she doesn't have the self-respect anymore, so she's just like, I don't care. That's a dangerous woman that doesn't care. So, unfortunately, these guys, they want to save these girls. They end up feeling bad for them. Combination, the girl's really funny, cute, good in bed, and disaster awaits. Okay? So if you're going to do that, you definitely need to stick to the famous 3-night maximum with these girls. That's from guys that have been doing this and understand it. It's all over other videos. You'll see 3 nights maximum with one girl, then you switch to another one. Don't cop feelings for these girls, okay? You are a giant wallet to them in the end. The second is the opposite, completely opposite, the North Pole. These are the guys, and I've met these guys, they come over to Vietnam, the Philippines, especially Vietnam, and they'll meet these girls for a week, fly back to their country, sign up the paperwork to bring her over to get married. I mean, it's unbelievable to me. That is a huge, huge gamble. I personally know it can work. I think the odds are better this way than for sure bar girls. I have 2 students that have done this, and I know both of them are good girls. I don't know if they're great or super honest about this feeling, but I really believe that both of them, one of them I know really well, and she's just a good girl. And I definitely don't see her using this guy just for money. She wants to be married. She wants to have kids. And the other one also is a good person. I really feel that, believe that, from knowing her as my student for quite a while. So I believe that this can work, but it also is really extremely dangerous to marry somebody you just know for a week. You're totally gambling. You know, you're spinning the roulette wheel. And I don't know if it's even 50-50 that it's going to work out. I don't think the odds are probably that good. But it's more like what's a long shot in a casino, a trifecta in the horse races. It can happen for sure and be happy. I don't know the odds of that, but it is definitely a gamble to marry any girl you only know for a week in person. You know, people can put on facades when you're texting once in a while. They can put up scams, but if you take your time to get to know these girls, they'll get impatient. Gold diggers will get impatient. They'll start asking for stuff, asking for too much. You'll find out if she really is a worker or if she's just lazy. Does she only care about buying clothes and makeup? She has no depth whatsoever, or doesn't care about anybody else, doesn't have any friends. Those are signs for you. So if you take your time, you're better off. Okay, guy number 3. So this guy is going to be the guy coming over here. He doesn't care if he's got to pay at the bar to hook up with the girl, or he can go to a dance club and try and meet a Thai girl that night, or at the beach, ask him out, or make girlfriends out of these bar girls, because they're not serious. They're just going to be there maybe a few months, a year or two. They have no intentions of getting married. These guys are usually a little younger, right? Because they can pick up the girls at the bar that us older guys are not going to be able to do, right? Or maybe we can't even dance anymore. Maybe we're not in good enough shape to dance more than a few songs, or we don't know how to dance. We're not comfortable. That's a different scene. If you can hang with it, you can definitely find some Thai girls that will hook up with you that are normal. If you can handle the dancing and the drinking, for sure, right? And that can be up to 60 if you can do it, right? So those guys will also do bar girls, girls from the club, girls they meet out. They're very aggressive. They're down for anything. They just want to sleep with these girls, have fun, get drunk with their friends and have stories. Okay, that's guy number 3. Okay, now I'm going to be in this last group. I'm not here to play and try and bang up numbers. I'm trying to find a girlfriend that could eventually turn into my wife through time. Okay, it's not easy, right? But the first thing you have to do is make sure that you, A, take your time, 2, depending on what country you're coming to, get on dating sites. Thailand, wait till you're in Thailand to get on the dating sites. Thai girls move quick, okay? I had mentioned this before. Don't try and sleep with them on the first date if you want a serious relationship with them, okay? It sets the wrong tone with any of these girls. Vietnamese girls, if they sleep with you on the first date, first of all, you shouldn't be out trying. Second of all, if you do, that is absolutely not Vietnamese culture. Those are considered really bad girls in the Vietnamese culture. And yes, there are some that are young, under 25, but most Vietnamese girls, you have to wait some time, which is good, right? They're very serious. Vietnamese girls are very serious when they get in a relationship. They don't like breaking up. They are extremely emotional and sensitive females, right? So you have to be very careful with their hearts because they break. I mean, they're terrified of getting their heart broken here. They're very, very careful who they give it over to, their heart. So that means they're going to be a lot longer to sleep with. Now, if you talk with them online and they feel you and trust you, then they will sleep with you faster. And for your sake, you're going to feel them and know them better too, right? Now, the goal is not to sleep with them anyway, because that is sex is like a meal, a good meal. When it's done, it was great, but you forget about it, right? You want to find somebody that you can have that has a real relationship, that you can laugh, love each other, feel and care about each other, and have a real relationship. That's going to be guy number 4, right? And that's where you have to date. Take your time. Do not marry in 1 year. Do not marry in 2 years. 2 years, I would say, would be bare minimum. And that means living here with them, not long distance relationship. You don't know what she's doing when you're away. Not so much that, not only that, but you have to understand that they don't know if you're coming back. So they've got youth. They don't want to waste it on one guy in England, right? They're going to seek other men. If you don't come back, they're going to have plan B, plan C, plan D, right? They can put another profile up on a different dating site, right? So you have to take your time if you're going to do that route. Get a girlfriend, see how it goes for a few years. Then by that point, you're going to have a good idea who she truly is. And hopefully you can find happiness. Those are the 4 types of men that visit Southeast Asia. I think it's kind of interesting. No judgment here from me. Whichever guy you are, you can put a comment in there, or any thoughts you guys have about what I just said. It's quite interesting to see in person here. All right, guys. See you in the next video.